goodness, Kazi, you're messing up my whole video. Hang on, guys. I'm trying to get connected to the correct internet so we can actually have a video here. Hey, what's up? Y'all got to see this. Okay, my kids came over and threw everything off. I do apologize. Look, the little Coke addict here is going crazy. I want you to see this, though. He wants some of this Coke. I have a cold one right here. He really... No! No. We do not act that way when we want something. We wait. Now, come here, and I'll give it to you. Come on, let's get some. Come on. He wants the cold one. Watch this. He thinks he wants this one until he tries it. Watch. He's going to realize. Look, he just realized it's not cold. He is so freaking spoiled. He knows that one over there is cold. You're going to get a few sips, and then I'm putting you in the cage. I know you've been in the cage for a while now because your sisters were here, and they're terrified of you because you've bitten them all. See? He wants the cold one. This bird knows the difference between hot and cold Coke. And he knows that when it's cold, it's much better. I got to where I only open them to give some to him because he loves them so much. He's not supposed to have any. I just wanted you to see that this bird knows the difference between hot and cold Coke. He would prefer that one, but I'm not giving him any because this one doesn't have as much fizz. And uh-oh, I didn't mean to scare you. He's not supposed to have it. But he can't. He doesn't get gas like we do, and it'll explode his little belly. Uh-oh, I spilled some on my table. All right, enough's enough. All right, let me go put him up, and then we're going to get started. I'm sorry I'm running late. Your kids might be a distraction somehow. You might not get along with your kids. I mean, he was showing his butt, was he not? Okay, let's get started. Spirit, can you please give me a message? Clear my mind. Help me to focus and to receive whatever message you have for us about this full moon in Capricorn that we're having in the next couple of days. Show me what I need to see for our highest and greatest good so that we can become the highest version of ourselves and really have happiness and joy and success in this life, because that's what we desire and that's what we are setting intentions to receive during this time from you. So show us what it is we need to see to achieve that. Thank you in advance for this message. Okay, I'm not going to do anything until I get instructions from Spirit. I'm going to get a song. That's what I'm feeling very, very manic. Like, really manic. Somehow that could play a factor here. You could be a very hyper person. Song, please, Holy Spirit, for this full moon in Capricorn reading. You could have a lot of energy right now. You could be feeling this full moon very intensely. I know I am. It's making me feel a little crazy, honestly. And I don't know. What's the song? Oh no. Whiskey and You. There's a bottle on the dresser by your ring and it's empty. So right now I don't feel a thing, but I'll be hurting when I wake up on the floor. But I'll be over it by noon. That's the difference between whiskey and you. Come tomorrow, I can walk in any store. It ain't a problem. They'll always sell me more. But your forgiveness, well, that's something I can't buy. There ain't a thing that I can do. That's the difference between whiskey and you. One's a devil and one's driving me insane. See? At times I wonder if they ain't both the same, and one's a liar that helps me hide from my pain, and one's a long gone bitter truth. That's the difference between whiskey and you. I've got a problem, but it ain't like what you think. I drink because I'm lonesome, and I'm lonesome because I drink. But if I don't break down and bring it on myself, I'll hit out of the blue. It'll hit out of the blue. That's the difference between whiskey and you. One's a devil and one's driving me insane. At times I wonder if they ain't both the same. One's a liar that helps to hide me from my pain, and one's a long gone bitter truth. That's the difference between whiskey and you. Oh, that's the difference between whiskey and you. This is a song by Aaron Lewis. I literally was in the top 5% of his listeners recently, and I don't even know how. I just love his music, I guess. So somebody here drinks, or they have drank in the past. You may not be this way now. When my kids came by, my oldest daughter brought her boyfriend, and I had a piece of a 12-pack of Budweiser in the refrigerator that belonged to my friend Daniel, who died in an accident caused by drunk driving. They were drinking and driving, passed out at the wheel, and flipped the car end over end about 8 times. Threw all 3 of them in the car out and killed them all. Drinking is not a bad thing unless you take it to an extreme like this person right here has. And they have literally gotten to the point where they're drinking where they think that you're part of their problem. Because of you leaving them. Now they can't stop drinking because they can't forget about you. That's the feel this has. I think that's bullshit, personally. But that might be what you're dealing with. Like, it might not be you, but somebody in your life drinks and they blame other people for their drinking. And they might be alone. The kids might not have anything to do with them. Just like Cosmo was acting like a fool. That might be what happens when you get around your children, and it might be because they have a drinking problem. That might not be for everybody, but it probably is. I mean, a lot of us know people who drink, do we not? You have the same phone case. I hate that phone case. It looks so dirty all the time, that screen protector on it. Now, the phone inside of it looks like brand new. But that case always looks filthy to me. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to get home life, work life, surprise, love life, our role, and the outcome during the Capricorn full moon. The first thing I want to do before we start that is find out how Spirit's working in the virtues. These are virtue cards I picked up at a bookstore, and they are like gigantic cards. They're not made for this, but this is what I use. West Virginia. Okay, welcome. Okay, Priscilla. Nice to have you here, Priscilla. Thank you for being here. Cheryl is moderating for me tonight, and I'll be happy since I have all this energy, extra energy I need to get out before I go to bed tonight. If you all will stick it out with me through this reading, I promise you, you'll get a message that'll be specific for you and your situation. Spirit will pick up your energy, and then I'll answer any questions you might have, and I don't charge for that, okay? Alright, there is information in the description box about the channel. I would love if you would subscribe to this channel and be a part of our community. Totally up to you. It's free to do so. Hit subscribe if you're interested in being part of this tribe. Now, I would appreciate it if I answer a question for you, if you would definitely do that. But you don't have to. I don't ask for anything in exchange for my gift. It was given to me for free, and I give it away for free. All right, how are you working in this collective when it comes to virtues? Oh, wow. Huh. Somebody here has no compassion whatsoever, no humility. Somebody's got a problem. But they think they have integrity and they're responsible. This is a weird combination, y'all. And look, no honesty. This person lies. They lie. They have no compassion, no humility. They're full of shit. But they think they're loyal, responsible, and have integrity. Or we're dealing with two different people here. This is one of the weirdest combinations I've ever seen in a reading, y'all. Truly it is. Alright, we're going to pull rocks on this. I use all kinds of things. Sometimes I use nothing. I just talk. And it just comes out. And then the message will clarify what I've said. Alright, so the song we got was Whiskey and You by Aaron Lewis. And he's an alcoholic in that song. And he's saying that he can get more whiskey, but he can't get you back. And that's why he drinks. He drinks because I'm lonesome. And I'm lonesome because I drink. Alright. And in that song, he is being like this. If you think about it, he has no compassion for himself. He has no humility because he thinks that he is the reason why you left. No, your drinking was the reason why they left. They probably love you. But he thinks he's loyal, responsible, and has integrity. And it did sound kind of like he was twisted in that song. Alright, let's find out what's going on here. I got to back up a little bit here. Why is there no compassion showing up on my table? Because somebody's honor and focus. So they're so driven. That's Capricorn right there. Very honorable, very driven, but no compassion. It's like, I don't feel sorry for you. I don't feel sorry for you at all. I'm too busy focusing on myself. Alright, why is there no humility here? Because of kindness and somebody being inspiring. How does that go together? Spirit, what are you up to here? Like, do I need to give up these readings? Why is loyalty here? Oh God, I got a ton of rocks. Because of somebody having strength, their health, their friend, I can't make it up, and a commitment. So you are so loyal to this friend, and their health is a factor, and their strength. So there's a lot of loyalty here for a friend. Somebody doesn't have enough humility when it comes to their kindness and how they inspire people. So you might be somebody who needs to have a little bit more of your ego shed in your healing process. And there's also a lack of compassion because of your honor and being so focused. It's almost like you're self-righteous. And we saw that if you didn't see the reading from the weekend. The high priestess was the energy to overcome, and that's what we have here is the feel of somebody who has no compassion. They're full of themselves. They think it's all about being honorable and focused. Forget about compassion. Like, I don't feel sorry for you. I work hard for it. You should work hard for it too. Alright, why is integrity here? Somebody is very loyal to their friend though. Because of that commitment. This commitment to your friend, your integrity is upside down. I mean, not your integrity. You don't have a commitment and you have integrity. Okay? And you were dreaming and laughing. So somehow you're funny. You make people laugh when it comes to your integrity. People laugh at your integrity. I can see why. I can see why. You don't have a commitment. Over here, you're all acting like you're loyal and committed to this friend. You don't give a fuck about this person. Excuse my language. Somebody is really being outed here for the douchebag they are. This is probably not you, but you're dealing with somebody who's a piece of work. What is responsibility about? Spirit, you're really showing off tonight. Oh my God, I got a whole bunch. Your joy, can't make it up. You're so blessed. You have belief. And laugh again. So you think you're responsible. And this makes you so happy. And you feel so blessed. And you have all this belief in being responsible. But this makes people laugh too. Your integrity makes people laugh. Your responsibility makes people laugh. You have no humility when it comes to being kind and inspiring people. But there's a friend that you are loyal to. They have health problems. There's strength here and there's a commitment here. Over here you don't have a commitment because you have integrity. But over here, you have two friends maybe. You might have two friends that you're trying to be loyal to. Oh my God, this looks like a love triangle on the Capricorn full moon. And Spirit is really showing me that somebody here is struggling with a lot. I'm just going to say it like that. They are struggling with a lot here, y'all. No compassion, but they think they're honorable and focused. No humility, but they're so kind and inspiring. But they're loyal to these friends. Their health is here. This is where the healing needs to come in, is when it comes to these two friends and a commitment. This is where you're being stubborn. You're being very stubborn when it comes to these friends. And this is where you need your healing. Something happened between you and these friends. And you think you have integrity, but that makes people laugh. And so does the fact that you think you're responsible. This is crazy as hell. I mean, I've never seen Spirit lay it out like this, ever. Spirit is being very, very specific with somebody about their behavior. And it really comes out in the song. It has to do with a drinking problem. And let me say this. Even if you stop drinking, you're only on a dry drunk. Until you actually do the healing work to get yourself to the place where you're healed from whatever caused you to drink to begin with. In this song, he was singing about, I can get something to drink anywhere. I can go anywhere I want, but I can't get you back. And that's the difference between whiskey and you. One's the devil, one's a liar. They're both driving me insane. He thinks they're both the same because they're they're intensely driving him crazy. You could have drank in the past, is the feel that I have here, and you never did any of the healing work. And so you're walking around thinking that you are all that, and you're really just a hot mess underneath. And I think the reason why Spirit is showing us this is because we're going to have Chiron in retrograde at the end of this month. And this full moon is about our healing. That's what's going on here. I truly feel that. All right, we're going to move on and find out how Spirit's working in your home life. Stick it out with me, and you're going to find this to be very interesting. I promise you. You're going to get something out of it. Somebody in your life has this going on. It might not be you. Probably isn't you. But it could be. It could be. We could look at this differently, but I'm not going to, because you have an intuition, and if it needed to be looked at differently, you picked up on that during the time that I was explaining what I saw here. And that's the great thing about this channel, is I am sitting in this chair and I'm reading these cards, but you might interpret them differently, and I respect that. I respect that, because you are just as gifted and more than I am. And I know that. I'm not here to try and be somebody special, because I put my pants on one leg at a time, just like everybody else. All right, show me how you're working at home with this collective spirit. You're doing some healing in somebody's home here. That's a lot of cards. I'm not going to take that many cards. Show me how you're working. There we go. Okay. At home, love hurts like hell. Breathe through that shit. And you won't go all in. You're afraid of getting hurt, so you are not going all in when it comes to your home and your love. Okay? So there's somebody that's living in your house or that's associated with home, and you're so afraid of getting hurt that you won't go all in. It says go all in or get the fuck out. So somebody here might be in jeopardy of being told to leave. Alright, or just wanting to leave. Show me how you're working in our work life or working in our lives, Spirit. It looks like you're doing some healing here. Oh, look. Spirit said, where you're saying fuck feelings, you have logic for a reason. So Spirit's saying fuck feelings. And stop interrupting and being an asshole. So somebody here is an asshole and they interrupt. And Spirit's saying, fuck how you feel. Over here, he's saying, Spirit, it, she, he, whatever, is saying, fuck how you feel about love hurting. Go all in. Go all in or get out, because you're interrupting somebody's life here. You're involved here. Either get all in or get out. Fuck how you feel. Yes, you know love can hurt you. You've been hurt before. But if you don't take a risk, you're just interrupting people's lives here. You have to go all in. And if this is about your work life, Spirit's saying, fuck how you feel. Them interrupting assholes. Somebody at work could be interrupting you. I mean, I don't know. If they're interrupting you, you probably need to take the phone off the hook or cut something off, whatever. Don't let them in the house. Like, they might just stop by sporadically while you're trying to work. Why am I assuming you work from home? I think some of you do. This is a bizarre reading. Alright, show me what surprises you have. Uh-oh. Fucking say it. Resentment kills the magic. So your surprise is that you're going to fucking say it. There's something you've been wanting to say, and you're going to say it. Or somebody else is going to say something to you. They're just going to fucking say it. I want to find out what. But we're not there yet. Alright. Love life. How you're working in the love life. We see the love is going on at home, but you won't go all in. Forgive. Not for them. Do that shit for you. So you're in your love life, you're forgiving. And I see that it's because you're hurt. Somebody's hurt you at home because they won't go all in. It's like they just want to sit on the fence when it comes to your relationship. You cannot do that to somebody. That's why we have all this weird shit right here. You think you're having integrity and being responsible and loyal, but you really have no compassion and no humility. And somebody is kind and inspiring, but you don't even have enough humility to accept the message they have for you. And you think you're compassionate, but you're really just focused on yourself and your own honor. Watch what you say. Alright, what's your role here? Damn, these cards are flying out. You're not going to shut the fuck up. So whoever you are, you're determined you're going to tell this person how you feel. You're going to fucking say it. And what will be your outcome if you do? Oh, God. You're going to unplug. You're going to just unplug. You're not going to be irritated. And they're going to send you a text message, but you're not going to get it because you're going to be unplugged. You're going to, either that or you're going to break up, because this can be like disconnecting from a connection. And you're not mad. You're just going to send them a message and say, I don't want to be alone. This isn't personal. Don't let it all hang out. Don't tell a lot of people about this, but you fucked up. That's what it says. underneath. And that's bottom of the deck energy. In this case, bottom of the dick energy. This person is a real piece of shit. And they are really hurting you with this behavior. If this is you, God forbid you, please get some healing in your life. Okay. What kind of healing do we need here? I mean, we got to go straight into it because that's what this is about. Spirit is really busting our balls tonight, y'all. What's the healing what we need at home? Somebody's power hungry and invading some people's privacy. Spying behavior. Watching you. Remember, interrupting is for assholes. Power hungry, and you're repelled by this. And they act like a power hungry person. Capricorn, what is happening here? Alright. Somebody's fixated, and you're not repelled by that. Alright, how do we need to heal when it comes to our home lives? Stop being so pitiful. Damn it. Work life or working, don't be one-sided. Own your part in this. Surprise healing. Somebody is silenced, but they're going to fucking say it. Spirit is not kidding here, y'all. Do you see what is happening? Love life. You're going to stop being cold and stop being unstable. Alright. Your role? You're an escapist. You're not going to shut the fuck up. You have to stop escaping when it comes to your love life. So that's where you won't go all in down here. And you're guarded. So you will not open up for this person to give you any love. But you're acting like you're all loyal and all this integrity and responsibility. You have no compassion and not a bit of humility in your freaking body. Outcome, healing. Somebody is elusive. They have a lot of doubt and they need to stop being vengeful. Spirit said stop trying to get revenge on people. Unplug and stop being irritated. And send that text message to fucking say it. Just stop. Don't do anything. Non-action on the bottom of the deck. Wow, this reading is so freaking intense. Alright, now I want to find out what fucking say it is all about. I'm jumping right into the real nitty gritty with this because this is truly serious. What do you need to fucking say? Why can't I tell you the truth? Remember, somebody was a liar about my sexual desire. Okay, somebody here, their addiction could be sex. Or they're just attracted to somebody. Why would you need to say that? Is that where you won't go all in? It's like you won't have sex with somebody. It's like you don't have any sexual desire for somebody, but you won't say that. It's like you don't know how to tell this person. This has the feel of somebody you've been sexually intimate with in the past and they did something to hurt you and now you don't want to be with them anymore. You don't want to be all in with them anymore. The passion is too much in reverse. It's like you have no passion for this. Whatever this person did that hurt you, it's just ruined. You're no longer attracted to this person anymore. And I don't see that changing. I think what's changing is the fact that you're no longer going to try to escape this. You're going to tell this person. I think you're finally going to tell this person the truth. And I think you love this person. I think telling this person that you no longer have desire for them could push them further into drinking. Why don't you have desire for them? Let me see if I can find out why you don't have desire for this person. I will tell you a little story about my own self. You know, if you're not interested, then just click off. But indulge me if you will. I was in a relationship for 21 years before my husband passed. God rest his soul. And he was quite a bit older than me. And at a certain point, it got a little weird because I was very young and he was just so much older than me. It was like sleeping with my dad kind of feel. It had that kind of feel at some point because of the age difference. Now, if that's not the problem here, and this can be resolved, then you might need some therapy for your relationship and for alcoholism, because there's drinking that's been involved here at some point that's never been healed. And sex is something that you can have blocks to it because of abuse and cheating behavior. All sorts of things can cause you to lose your desire. You can also have a health problem. Maybe you're loyal to this person because of their health. Maybe they no longer have desire because they can't get an erection. That could be the case. They might need to go to the doctor. And my husband had that conversation with his doctor. But for 10 years of our marriage, he was unable to perform. I was faithful to him for that whole entire time. And then when I left him, I stayed faithful. And to this day, almost 14 years later, probably, I've been faithful to him. So that could be me saying, like, why can't I tell you the truth about my sexual desire? I haven't had any for a long time. Because after so long, you shut that shit down or you'll go crazy. That could be what happened here. Alright, what's the problem in this relationship that you don't have any desire for this person? Oh my God. You're not going to believe what just came out. You feel incomplete. You want someone who completes you, but you need to be whole in your own. And that's that healing that you need. Okay, but you're not going to believe what just came out together. Too much work in reverse and too much. And what I'm feeling, because there's a lot of work. This person could work too much. And they never show you any affection. Also, this could mean that there's too much that's happened in the relationship to hurt you. And it's too much. You just can't get over it. You can't forgive this person. But what's going on is you're forgiving in your love life. What's going to be the outcome here of this relationship? Somebody's going to be unavailable because of getting hurt. And that's what it's saying, essentially, is that it's over. But yet you can't tell this person that it's over. That's what I'm getting here. There's someone in your life, it's just over. You have no more desire for this. You want to be left alone. You want to be a lone wolf. And I don't, quite frankly, blame you, but you have to stop being pitiful. Stop pretending like this person did everything wrong. Because let me tell you something. If this person cheated and were unhappy in a marriage to the point where they go outside the marriage, it wasn't all on them. Something else was going on for them to be that unhappy, and you knew they were unhappy, and there was a need to fix this way before they went out and cheated. This person could be a compulsive cheater, I feel, with this acting like they're responsible and they have all this integrity and they're so loyal, but they have not got a bit of compassion or humility. So they think they are the shit. I'm just curious. Now that I say that, I'm just curious what this person that I'm seeing up here in the rocks and stuff, I want to know how they feel. about the situation? How do they feel about this relationship that's ending because of no sexual desire? They feel like they want to return. Take that as it resonates. I don't know what that means to you. It could mean a couple different things. How do you feel? Oh my God. Spirit, what the hell? Do y'all see what I'm seeing? I told you I don't do these readings anymore. I gave them up. You heard what I said at the beginning in the prayer, right? So I have to take what comes out. And that says Divine Masculine. And I got a whole damn deck of cards here. So you feel like this is Divine Masculine, and they feel like return, whatever that might mean to you. For somebody, this could mean you want Divine Masculine and somebody else is trying to return. This can be spun around a bunch of different ways. I need you to use your intuition big time here. Alright. You got a couple of friends over here. I'm assuming there's a third person here. I feel that there is a third person here somewhere, hiding underneath of all of this. And definitely for this one person, but maybe for both of you. I think both of you might have your eye on somebody new. Or somebody that wants to return. Huh. Interesting reading, Spirit. Interesting reading. Somebody is longing also. So you long for this. I don't know. I'm not going to say what this means. I want you to use your intuition about what's going on here. Somebody's going to be unavailable because of getting hurt. They feel like this is just too much. There's no sexual desire. But I can't tell you the truth. I can't tell you there's no sexual desire. Now I want to find out one more thing. This reading is so interesting to me. What would this person who is saying, I have no sexual desire, or I can't tell you the truth about my sexual desire, they might have a lot of sexual desire. They just can't tell you that. What would they say about you? Dang, that's a lot. They would say, I can't make you happy. Please do what's best for your heart in reverse. So don't do what's best for you. I have to let you go to find myself. So whoever this is talking to the person that they no longer have desire for. They're like, I can't make you happy because I don't have any desire to sleep with you anymore. And I don't really want you to do what's best for you, but I do have to let you go. This person is full of shit, aren't they? They don't really want you to do what's best for you. What do you want them to do? Will you leave me like the others? So they want you to stay with them, even though they're not attracted to you. And that's what's smashed between, I have to let you go to find myself. So they're saying, I don't want you to leave me, but I have to let you go. This person's a special kind of screwed up. And will this ever change? In reverse, this will never change. It's like this person, I feel it's a masculine energy. I will say that. But it could be a woman embodying masculine energy. It's just a masculine energy, I feel. And I saw. Oh my God, y'all. This person. I see why you don't want to be with them. And you've been silenced. This is your healing to fucking say, I'm no longer attracted to you. You get on my nerves. You need to stop being cold and unstable. Somebody has been being very cold. I feel this is a karmic energy. All of this. This is not the divine masculine that wants to return. This is somebody they want to leave in order to return, is what I'm getting. Is anybody else feeling me on that? Like the video if you're resonating or if you understand anything I'm saying. This has been a really bizarre reading. That's okay though. Capricorn, full moon, this is your reading. Oh Lord have mercy. I don't even know what to say. I mean, this reading, why can't I tell you the truth? Sexual desire. I mean, I get it. I get it. I did tell my husband the truth though, because I am an honest person. I'm a Sagittarius in Western astrology, and I told him the truth. I was no longer sexually attracted to him because he couldn't have sex with me. Why would I be attracted to you? I mean, like, it's just that simple. And I felt bad that I felt that way, but what the fuck am I supposed to feel? In the best sexual years of my life, I haven't been able to have sex. That pisses me off. That pisses me off. And then, he died. That was tragic. Alright. I don't know what else to say here. Get some fucking healing in your life. That's all I'm going to say here. If this is your reading, it's time to heal. Truly, it's time to heal. If you're dealing with this kind of energy, I would say get out of it. And I think you are. I think that's why you're going to unplug. I think that's why you're not going to be quiet. You're going to fucking say it. I'm no longer attracted to you. And it's just that simple. And it may end tragically. I'm not going to lie to you. Mine did. But you can't sit around with somebody that's this full of shit. They act like they have integrity and responsible and loyal. But not just to one friend, but two. We're going to pull for roll on this. Show me how you're working in this collective spirit. How are you working? Ooh, somebody's manipulating you into thinking that they've changed. Now it makes sense! Oh my God! This person's pretending like they've changed. They haven't changed a bit. If they're telling you they've changed, they're full of shit. Alright, what's the energy to overcome? The sun, you being happy. And what's going to pull it together? You seeing the truth about how you do not need to be in this moon energy. The moon is an energy of seeing through illusions. There's a lot of dark, shadowy, unknown stuff. Very confusing. I walked to the window. Otto woke me up last night. I take sleeping pills, but I was alert and I was awake and I wasn't high. I went to the window to look. I took him to the door first and he wouldn't go out. So I was like, why did you wake me up? So I went to the kitchen window and I was looking out to see if somebody was here. And right over the top of the trees, I saw some kind of spacecraft. And it wasn't a plane and it wasn't a helicopter. It was going too slow and it was too quiet. When a helicopter goes over my house, I live between 3 major military bases. When a helicopter goes over this house that close to the top of the trees, it rattles the windows. I couldn't even hear this thing. So it went over somewhat slow, and especially being a helicopter, it would have been something I could have heard. And planes cannot fly that low, so it was something other than a normal aircraft. I think it was a drone. And I think they were flying them at night so we don't see it. They're doing something above our heads. But I looked out the other side of the house and saw it moving slowly across the sky. And it was way too close to our homes. It was almost like it was trying to look in our home. I swear to God, there was something going on. All right. But there's the problem right there. You're stuck. And you're going to be stuck when this is all said and done. That is a problem. That's a problem. And you're going to act like it doesn't bother you. That is a problem. Let's see what's under the hangman. The devil. There's Capricorn right there. So you're going to have a real strong desire, but you're not going to take a risk. And there's the Emperor in reverse. And the Lovers. This is a sad reading. This is probably one of the saddest readings I've done in a long time when it comes to the amount of healing that's needed here. And this relationship that I'm looking at, this person has manipulated someone into thinking that they've changed, and they're not changing. We have Gemini, Scorpio, Leo, Libra, Cancer, and Pisces, in case you were curious. I'm going to pull some tarot on this and see where it goes. I think I'm going to use the Twin Flame Confessions deck because it has additional cards that can help me to understand what's going on here. If it's not Twin Flame, it will not come out. Believe and trust that is the case, because I've never seen it come out unless it was truly Twin Flame. There's the Hanged Man that we see over here, and there's the Four of Swords in reverse. Four of Swords is a card of healing. There is no healing going on here, even at the end of all of this. You're not doing the healing. Someone here is not willing. I don't think they're capable. Like, they could be too old and stuck in their ways to change. That's the feel this has. This person has so much ego. You could cut it with a knife. You could cut it with a chainsaw. Alright, what are they? They don't need to be shuffled a whole lot. I've shuffled them plenty. Why is the Magician in reverse? Why are they manipulating you into thinking that they... What are they doing here? Okay. Oh my God. This is about somebody having temperance. Now we have Sagittarius here coming out with Gemini. The Ace of Swords and the Star in reverse. So you can have a Sagittarius, an Aquarius, and Gemini or Libra. Definitely a Gemini here twice. We have Capricorn and Sagittarius with Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Again, a lot of Aquarian energy at play here. The manipulation is that somebody has been patient and told the truth about having no hope. So they've been telling you maybe that there was hope and there's not. Like, this person might be pretending. The manipulation could simply be that they're telling you there's hope and there's not. And maybe they truly believe that. Why is the Death card here? This is what won't change, because somebody wants to go on a date. And that's not going to change. That's not going to change. Somebody has had an invitation to spend time with this person. Damn. That's what's not changing. So they've been telling you that the truth is, I'm just being patient. There's just no hope. If they've been telling you that there's hope, there's not. They've been lying. They're telling the truth. How are they telling the truth? I don't understand. That's what's confusing. Oh, the truth is this is a person, a Capricorn. I'm assuming. We could have a Sagittarius here also, a masculine Sagittarius. This is a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, or Sagittarius masculine who wants to take a risk. They want something new. They want some strange, if you will, or whatever you want to call it. Like, they want someone else. They want something else. They want to start a new life. Maybe they've been patient and told you that they want to do this, but they feel like there's no hope. And they're not telling you why is it that they feel like there's no hope if they want this so desperately? Okay, something's ending here. Okay. Somebody here does not feel divinely guided to be in a relationship with somebody in a sexual way, and they just want to end that. That's what they're not telling you. And I keep saying it, it's like it's coming out in the card. Divinely guided, Two of Cups in reverse, Knight of Wands, Sagittarius, by the way. We have Temperance. And we have Sagittarius. It's like, this is over. Me feeling like I'm not divinely guided to have a relationship and to have sex is over. Somebody cannot be trusted. They cannot be trusted. And I think it's because they promised somebody a date. Why can't they be trusted? Why is date here? Why is date here? Oh, because you're grieving a breakup. You're breaking up with someone. You're going out with someone new. That's why. It's like a rebound type feel. Five of Cups, grieving a breakup, loss, sadness, regret. Maybe you regret that you went on a date. What was the outcome of the date? Oh, wow. Oh, my God. This person got ghosted. And it's a Empress. Remember Divine Masculine returning? This person was ghosted by a Divine Masculine. After they had a date together, he left her alone. And he regrets that. He regrets that. Or she does. I think it's him though. And I think one of you or both have been with somebody who you're just not attracted to. Why is the Sun the energy to overcome? I feel so alone right now. Oh, wow. Because you're ready to move on because you have no desire. I can't make it up. You have, look, the Ace of Wands is in reverse. Look at this. The Six of Swords is about moving on to better times. You're coming out of troubled waters. Because you have no desire. See how you're moving away from not having any desire? There's a new opportunity though. So it's almost like you want to get away from this, but someone is trying to offer you a new opportunity to do it again. It's like, come on, let's start over. I can't have sex with you because I'm not attracted to you, but come on, let's start over. Let's try this again. We know there's no attraction there. This will make us happy. Never has in the past, but it will now. Denial. Do the healing. Wise judgment here. What's going to pull it together is you seeing the truth about how sad you are over here and stop being in denial. Just because this person can offer you, this person could have money, is what I'm getting. And the money is appealing to you. Because maybe without this money, you might have to actually do something to live at the level you're accustomed to. Why is your judgment over here pulling it together? Because of... Okay. There's a couple more people happening in your reading. The truth may come from a lot of anxiety and fear and not having good boundaries with somebody that you truly do love. You love this person. Here's our Aquarius energy, and here's our Cancer energy. Or this could be a Libra. You could have a Libra placement. You feel helpless and trapped. You don't have good boundaries. You're dependent. And the reason why you love this person is because they have stability emotionally. It's like this person, they give you the emotional stability that you need, but you don't want to have sex with them. They also give you physical stability. That's the Capricorn energy at play here. But this is very hurtful because you're a sexual being. And you're probably at an age where sex is important. Alright, why is the moon here? Because of death. Over here, this date that you ghosted this person. If this was somebody that you work with, then you're going to work this out. I think you're going back to the person that you left to work this out. Or to work. Somehow work could be a factor. What's going to change? What's the death? The King of Swords. So this is a person that's going to change. It could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. There's a masculine energy that's going to work this out and change. And this could be this person right here that's putting off this, I don't have any compassion for you and I have no humility, because that is indeed the King of Swords. They have no humility, no compassion, but they have a lot of integrity. They can be very responsible and they're loyal. That could be him right there. But he is what's changing. What is changing about him when it comes to work? He might be the one who drinks a little too much, or someone around him does. There's a sense of a partying, celebratory, having a good time with friends. There's the moon, not learning your lesson and lying about it. So what's being transformed here is a man who maybe partied with you in the past or now, and they did not learn their lesson from some dark times that happened, and they've lied to you about it. And this is what's changing. What's the truth? It's not time for something to end. It's not time for what to end. The Four of Swords came out. Oh, wait. The Two of Cups. And Divinely Guided. Oh, that was already there. Oh, my goodness. I don't know what to say about this. This person is saying it's not time for whatever to end and for me to heal. That's what they're lying about. What's the truth? That somebody's divinely guided. There's our High Priestess. The Seven of Cups came out upright and spun around. And the Ten of Cups. This person is divinely guided, and they know in their being, in their intuition, what to do here. They're not confused. And they've made their choice. They want to have harmony, satisfaction, a happy union, and a family. And what is that going to look like? A long wait in reverse and the Three of Swords. Somebody has been waiting a long time, and this is causing them an incredible amount of pain. Show me who you're talking about. The Knight of Cups. This is a Gemini. Okay, there's two people here, though. There's a Knight of Cups and a Three of Wands. This is somebody who's looking for a really perfect opportunity for somebody that they have feelings for to choose, but they were frozen. Remember I said you have to stop being so cold? Somebody is not showing any affection. They're frozen solid. And they're choosing to not show you any love. That's what this family that they want would look like. That is not a harmony and happy union. Okay, what am I missing? Because there's something missing here. It's like they're choosing one thing and they need another. This person is not thinking. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Spying behavior too. Okay, they're deceptive. They're in Nine of Swords energy about the memories and how this was forbidden. They can't forget what happened. Y'all have history, a lot of memories. You could have known this person a long, long time. And this was like a deceptive. This Nine of Swords energy is so deceptive. Okay. This is somebody you've been with for a long time. You haven't shown them any love. You've been frigid as hell to this person. You have been forbidding them. But it's like meshed in between this very heavy 7 and 9 of Swords. We're missing the 8, but we have it over here, remember? This person is so full of anxiety and stress. But at the same time, they have so many fond memories. What I feel we're dealing with here, I'm going to pull one more card. Why is the Hangman on the bottom of the deck? Because what's ending is the Queen of Cups. Remember we have the King of Cups over here, right here. His soulmate is what's ending. And this was your, if you remember, he was where you got your, like, stability, but you have no boundaries, and he causes you a lot of anxiety, and you're cold to him, and he has good memories of you, but you've forbidden him. You don't want to be with him anymore. So you're ending it. That's what the Hangman is. You're going to finally see that you need to end it and withdraw. And there's not a lot to withdraw here. The two of you are hanging by a thread. Why you have kept this relationship going is so beyond me that it's not even funny. There is such a lack of passion here. And we could look at it like this, I don't know how I got that. This compassion, where it's Spirit saying you have no compassion, this could actually mean passion. It's just the only way Spirit could say it with that deck. And no humility, so it's like you are full of shit. You have a lot of pride. This can also be like a reversed form of pride, where you act real sweet and kind and inspired, but you're really not. You're just pretending. It could be like a false pride. Some people carry that false pride where they pretend to be humble and they're really not. They feel like it's okay. Like in the song Whiskey and You, that was the kind of that was a false pride that he was having, where he thought that he was all powerful with his drinking. And really he's just powerless. I can see this a whole lot different now. This is a bad situation. Nothing bad's going to happen, though, if you stay with this person, except you're just never going to have sex again. If you're okay with that, I'm okay with that. If all you're really looking for is companionship, this might be the relationship for you. But it's indeed saying that you're going to speak up. And you have to at least tell this person that you're no longer attracted to them. You owe them that. You owe them the truth. I don't see anything devious going on here, except you're just deceiving one another that this relationship is okay. And it's not okay. There needs to be some help here. There needs to be some healing here. I don't know how much more I can say about this. I've pretty much channeled the whole message. I feel that I have channeled this message. And the cards have kind of just verified what I was saying. Spirit, what else do you want to do here? Because I feel that there's just a need for guidance at this point. Let's see. When it comes to our home life, how can we not F ourselves? I feel like you're getting sick of this reading. And it's probably not true. It's probably that you're getting sick of this relationship. How do we not F ourselves at home? Clear your energy. How about work? You're not charming. And stop doing that ritual. It's like you're just ritualistically going through the motions. And stop thinking that you're so damn charming. Yeah, this person's got a lot of pride. Alright, what about our surprises? You're not validating your past. You need to validate your past, but you won't. You need to say, I did the best I could here. Alright, love life. Feel whatever you have to feel. Your role. Social media detox in reverse. So don't detox from social media. You may need to be on social media more, and you're not being. What's your outcome, healing? Or not effing yourself? You need to give more fucks. Like, you don't care. Spirit is saying you don't give a damn, and you need to care more. But you're going to unplug and not be irritated. This is a past life connection, which could simply mean someone from your past. Doesn't mean that they come from a real past life. It could. I'm not saying that doesn't really exist. I'm just saying, for me, it can mean somebody that you knew 5, 10, 30, 40 years ago. Something like that. This is something that you may not have healed from your past, and you need to revisit it during this full moon, because it's an opportune time for you to get healing for this. Alright, I'm going to give us some guidance, and then we're going to close this reading. And if you want me to answer questions, let Cheryl know, and I will get right on it after the reading. Alright, I'm going to pull from this deck for guidance. Spirit, may I have guidance, please? That'll go perfectly with this reading. That came out so forceful. Forceful. It's 22, the resting tree. The resting tree is a sign for you to stop focusing and planning and be at peace in the moment. This is the representative of non-action and relaxation. Remember, the last card over here was non-action? The resting tree asks you to slow down, sit back, and watch the roses bloom and the birds feed in the meadow. This isn't the time to forge ahead in any way. You may not be taking enough breaks, so you're invited to be still and contemplate your good fortune, even if it means blessing the chaos in your life. This is a sign to allow everything to fall away except the stillness of the moment. It's like living within the space between breaths. When the resting tree appears, it signals that you've done all you can for now, and it's time to unwind and allow your story to unfold of its own accord. You've earned the right to rest and relax. Amazing ideas will come if you do. Remember the ancient saying, we do without doing and everything gets done. So somehow you just need to just take it, this patience you were showing over here. You need to get in that place of being patient about the truth. For some reason, you're being encouraged. Remember, we had patience or Sagittarius with temperance. And then we had the truth. But you weren't telling the truth. And Spirit's saying, just be still. Just give it a minute. It's not time. And it said that even. It's not time to end this. Remember? Be still. Don't end this. Let it fall apart. This is going to fall apart on its own. I feel that this person is already almost out the door in this situation. It's just a matter of the surprise being that they're going to fucking say it. I don't think this is you. Spirit's telling you just to set this out. Be still. Take a break. Take a nap. Watch the roses bloom. You've been in a fetal position, though, over this situation. The loneliness of the situation is what's causing you to be so sad in the moon energy. Alright, 31, the prison waif in reverse. Y'all, I'm sorry if I'm really, I keep feeling some kind of way about this reading. In reverse, this is your challenging position, okay? Are you a prisoner of worry, distrust, cynicism, and fear? Do you constantly tell yourself that there's not going to be enough? Or do you only see lack and poverty wherever you look? Perhaps your expectations of negative results and repercussions serve to keep you imprisoned by your own thoughts. Do you feel that you're not allowed success in life? When the prison waif comes as your challenger, he warns you that you're now seeing in your life the results of those negative thoughts and expectations. If you don't like what you see, it's time to transform the way you see it. If you aren't happy with your life, change your thoughts. That alone has the power to change your life. Difficulties are learning curves right now. Just remember that the prison won't hold you for long. Take the time to learn about mistakes. The lessons ensure later and greater success. So, what I'm getting from this is you're learning these lessons that you hadn't learned over here now. It's like Spirit is saying, I'm teaching you something through all of this. You're learning so much through this situation right here. And this is, to me, I'm going to be honest with you. To me, this is a living hell. Somebody is a living hell here. Truly. Somebody understands what I'm saying. I feel like I'm missing something. What am I missing? During this Capricorn full moon, what do we need to know about money? Because you are concerned about that. It's like you don't believe. Somebody's a rebel. Okay, this is where you've lost your patience right here. Something's going really slow. There's a rebel involved. We see that. Do you not see that? And this is the one you've lost your patience with. And Spirit is saying, be patient. Be patient. It's like this person is so slow moving through. It's like that thing I saw going across the sky. It was moving so slow, and it was like, what are you even doing up there? Look, and somebody could be a student. This could just be teaching you a big lesson. What do you mean things are moving slow? No mechanic. You might be trying to get rid of somebody who works on your car. Whoever they are, they're moving slow. They're a big-ass rebel, and we see that. You lost your patience here, and you don't want to have any more setbacks because of this person. So what's going to be the outcome? Oh, man. The office, something happened at the office that was a mistake. And now there's a student. You made a mistake at the office, somehow, some office. You need to correct something with the office. There's some office that needs to be cleaned up. There, you made a mess there. You made a mess. Could be a student, or this could have taught you a lesson. Oh, wow. What's going to be the outcome for the student? Beauty is here and a home. You're going to have a new home, or you're going to do something with a home. You might clean homes. You might clean someone's home, make it more beautiful, something like that. No more setbacks. I'm going to leave it at that. Somebody gets this message. I know they do. More than someone. All of you get something out of it. There had to be something for everyone here. Now, if you have a great sex life, this might be somebody that's, in your vicinity. This could be your parents. You just don't know it. Because they are keeping it kind of quiet. I will say that. They're not letting this all hang out. But it looks like they're about to get divorced. Or at least separated. This is going to fall apart. What's holding it together is neither of these people really want to have to go through life alone. And they're afraid they will. And you might. You might. Cheryl, does anybody have any questions? I'm sorry I took so long with this reading. It was painful. This reading was hard. It's got me feeling some kind of way, too. I'm going to take a real short break and get another drink. This reading, y'all, this is going to be a really... Otto, this was a tough one, wasn't it, buddy? You should see Otto on my bed looking at me. He's laying, like, sideways. I'll be right back. That was one hell of a reading, y'all. I'm going to save you some money on therapy in case you decide to stay with this person. What the breakdown is here, I was thinking about it while I was taking a break. This has really bothered me because I've been through this. And I've been through this, just not now. So I resonate with this reading, just not in this time zone. I'm in a different timeline now. But this, what the breakdown here actually is that this person doesn't want what's best for you. Remember? And you know that. They're very vocal about that. They have no compassion for the fact that you don't want to be with them. This is about honor. You need to focus on honor here. This almost could be an arranged marriage type thing where they're with somebody they don't want to be with. And they're loyal. But there's two people here. There's two friends here. I'm not sure what that's about. I will say this though. There was a mild undertone of twin flame here. That's not what I was reading about. But whoever this masculine is wants to return somewhere. And it's not, it might be to you, but you don't want to be with him anymore. Reverse any roles you need to. Alright, I'm ready for the questions, Cheryl. Hey, Landramil. Yes, it's good. It is very good. Let me see. Did I miss something? Thank you, Priya, for letting me know. Okay, so you want to know what's going on with Tristan. I got that. Are you the only one who has a question? Okay, Kathleen, did you want to get on the list, Cheryl? Hello? Is it Mesa? Hello, Mesa. I know they did. It's okay. It's okay. We can take their questions. And I got yours. Just do like one comment and put whoever's first, second, third, fourth, like that, so I can know who to do first. I mean, just take your time. You don't have to rush. Take your time and put them all in one comment, so I can see who I need to do. Because if you put several comments, then they start commenting and I get lost. So take your time, and you can even take time to ask them. That's what Kailash does. He just says, give me a few minutes. And he gets it all together. You can do it however you want, but just put it all in one comment for me, if you will. And while you're doing that, Cheryl, you don't have your wrench. You started a new YouTube account, so now I have to... Okay, it's all right because I gotta go in and do some adjustments anyway. So I gotta resend you an invite to be a moderator again. Yeah, you're cool. You just started a whole new account, so that's why you're missing your wrench. Here, let me just go ahead real quickly and make you a moderator now. Okay. Ah, that's how I changed Kailash. Next time he shows up, all I gotta do is make him a managing moderator. Okay, now when you comment, you'll have a wrench. Yes, our lovely Cheryl is back. Thank goodness. All right, Cheryl, so I'm going to take a little bit more of a break while you get the people together that would like me to answer a question and just put them all in one comment. Take your time. Ask whoever you have here that wants to have the question answered to comment. I'm asking you all to comment now. I want to have my question answered. Don't post your question. Just tell Cheryl you want me to answer one, so she can put you in a comment for me, and I can answer your questions. Okay? Landry Mill is one of them, Cheryl, for sure. And it looks like there's at least probably a dozen people watching. It says 6 right now. I'm answering questions. If you're joining me now, I'm finally answering questions. Cheryl is moderating. There you go. Thank you, Mesa, for following my instructions. If you want me to answer a question, comment and let Cheryl know that. Just say me. All you got to do is comment me, and then Cheryl will add you to a list. Okay, she's making a list right now. So if you want me to answer a question for you, you need to comment me. Okay? And then she'll get that list together for me. And give her time to get it together. Let her know, though. You got to let her know. Well, it might be about time for Kailash to get up. If he shows up, he can at least say hello to us. Cheryl's moderating, though, no matter who shows up. But I did figure out how I can switch him now. Landramil, Misa, and Kathleen, and Cheryl. All right. Landramil, what's your question? Cheryl, you can tell them to start posting now. Okay. Okay. Is Mina still my destined wife? You're really confused. Good deal. Okay, you're really confused as to how or when I'm going to be with her. I'm told to hold back. I don't know why, but what can I expect? So, is Mina destined to be your wife? Let's ask just flat out. These cards are a trip. Today, the guy that mows my grass came by, and he and I had a conversation, and I had to ask the cards about it. And they literally gave me a yes and a no. And I was asking yes or no questions. Alright, so what I'm asking is Mina destined to be your wife? No need to worry. You're not listening to your intuition. Is Mina destined to be Landermill's wife? May I see, please? May I see, please? Show me what I need to see, Spirit. Is Mina destined to be Landermill's wife? I'm not reading the pre-shuffle because I don't want to confuse you. I'm looking into the crystal ball, actually. Is Mina destined to be Landermill's wife? Ooh, that's a lot of answers. Don't stop. Something's going to happen in the near future with her. Listen to your intuition. So something it looks like is going to happen in the near future with her. Okay, so you want to know how. Spirit is saying listen to your intuition. So I'm going to pull a few cards and ask how this is going to happen. And I want you to listen to your intuition when I tell you how I visualize these cards. Alright, we're going to use the tarot deck to find out what is going to happen in the near future to allow you to be with Mina. This is a transformative time for your life. This is the Death card, Scorpio. This is an ending that starts a new beginning. And there's a King of Wands. So Mina could be with someone else, and that could be changing. This reading could have been about Mina's relationship with whoever she's with. Just because you don't really resonate with this reading doesn't mean that someone you're dealing with doesn't resonate with this reading. And you just don't know it. Equality in giving. Equal give and take when it comes to... This is also a card of being generous with your giving. Someone could be very generous right now in their giving. And there's that King of Wands in reverse. That could be you. You could be a giver, or someone could be giving to you. What's going to happen in the near future to put these two together? There's something that's ending very painfully, and it's because there's not any generosity in giving. Someone is stingy with their money, and this is ending. This is what's going to bring the two of you together. What is happening to bring Landermill together with Mina? Two of Wands, Landermill. Do you see what the Two of Wands is about? It's about moving forward. But not just moving forward. The Two of Wands is someone in the Rider-Waite deck. The Two of Wands is someone waiting at the shore with a globe trying to figure out which way they want to go. They're kind of at a crossroads. They don't know which way to go. So the way you're going to end up with her is somebody is going to be ready to move forward, but they just don't know which way to go. All right. This person, oh my God, there's this red hair again. Someone has red in their hair, like Kool-Aid red in their hair. Don't even go there. Okay. This person has tight fitting jeans, nice looking ass, a little bit of a gap in between their legs. You know what I mean? This person is looking for a new direction in life. I think that you or her are going to be looking for a new direction in life, and that crossroads, when this decision is made, is going to lead you to one another. What happens when they choose a door? Oh, the Ace of Wands came out. This is going to be very, very fast. It's going to happen fast. And this person is going to be like, I'm not letting anything hold me back. Someone here could be a little chubby. But someone here is excessively thin also. So they could be working out, doing some kind of exercise. This looks like it could be the same girl. You could go through an emotional time before she gets to you. She's healing from this loss, whatever she's going to leave behind when she moves forward. This is her, Landra Mill. This is her. Okay? Alright. The Ace of Wands is like a lot of passion. This could be a very, like, you could really run into her. Like, literally, see how this person is running? This makes me feel you're going to run into her. Yeah, this is her. This is who I'm asking about. I'm not asking about anyone else. I feel that she's going to choose a new direction because she's going to be at a crossroads and not know what to do. And when she chooses this new direction, she's going to run into you. And you all are going to have a spark between the two of you. Because she is healing from whatever she's leaving behind. I don't know what she's leaving behind. It would have indicated a man, but I don't know. Outcome of the spark between these two. Oh my God, the Lovers came out. There's a Gemini here. Look at these two. They're tangled up naked. Landra Mill, you're going to run into this girl and you're going to have sex with her. There's an Ace of Cups in reverse on the bottom of the deck. I don't know why. And I'm not going to ask because right now we're just worrying about how you're going to meet her. You're going to just run into her is what it looks like. And end up passionately together. This is going to be very passionate. And it could be quick moving. Okay, I'm going to ask again because it looks like you're going to have sex and just that be the end of it. Are they going to be married, Spirit? Yes. 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 It says here that there will not be a peaceful resolution. And I believe this is whatever she's leaving behind. It's like she can't be at peace. But yes, she's going to marry you. Okay, the cards couldn't be more clear. But then we have a no. And to me, it could be an indication of maybe a divorce. This could be a very short-lived marriage. It starts out very passionate. So, are you destined to marry her? Yes. Is she the only person you're destined to marry? maybe not. So, if this were my reading, it's not, it's yours. I would probably not start this out as passionately as it's looking like you're going to. And I think I told you last time to play hard to get. I would take this slow. And I would really get to know this girl before I married her. Because sex will not sustain a relationship. And I just read to you about how people lose desire in relationships. That whole reading I just did was about that. If you didn't see it, go back and watch it. Because there are people that are so hurt because they're in a relationship with somebody that started out very passionately, and they no longer have desire for that person sexually anymore. But they don't know how to tell them that. This relationship looks like it's going to start out very passionately. Yes, you're going to marry her. But then we have yes again on the bottom of this deck. How did that happen? No, okay, I put them back. Look, it says no. So it was like, yes, you're going to marry her, but then all of a sudden there's a no. And then under that, don't wait. Somebody won't recover and won't compromise. See, it's like y'all don't get along very well and you're ready to just move on. Be careful with marrying this girl. You're going to have some good love with her, some good sex, but I don't think it's going to sustain this relationship. Because you have the Ace of Cups in reverse, fill in the blank, the Hermit, and moving on. Yeah. I feel that this could be a marriage for you, but not the only marriage that you have. Are you saying that there will be more than one marriage? No need to worry, Spirit says. Communicate clearly. So I'm not asking something right. Will they work through these issues? Look for a sign. Don't remain positive. I'm telling you, it doesn't look like this. Yes, it looks like you're going to have a spark here. You're going to run into each other. There's going to be some sex involved. Maybe even a pregnancy that gets lost. Just be careful with this situation, okay? I don't want to see you get hurt, but it looks like that's what's actually going to happen there if you were to marry her. Alright, let me go back up. Cheryl, who's next? I told you to play hard to get last time. I remember. Spirit's reminding me. You're welcome. Maya. I'm sorry, Mesa. Post your question, sweetheart. Sorry it took me so long with Landermill. But he's been asking me about this girl for maybe a couple of years now. I don't know how long I've been doing YouTube with him. I want to know what's coming for me in the rest of this year. I'm 28, single, and jobless. Bless your sweetheart. Okay, so I'm going to ask about your career and anything else Spirit wants to show us about the rest of this year for you. Okay, the first thing I want to do, since you're single, is I want to look at what your blocks might be to your new relationship in order to have a relationship that's very healthy and very successful. What does Mason need to do differently? You've been seeking someone that's perfect because you don't want to be alone. You don't want to somehow no lone wolf and seeking perfection. What does Mason need to do to have a healthy relationship? You have fear of loss, and you don't want to be a lone wolf. Of course you don't want to be, and nobody does, and it's hard when you're single for a little while. I have been. Boundaries, Mesa. You have to have good boundaries if you don't want to be a lone wolf. Alright, show us what Mesa needs to do to find a good relationship, Spirit. Right now, you think things are too hard. You believe that it has to be hard, but it doesn't. Let love flow naturally in your life. So don't think that things are too hard. There's a pregnancy showing up. I'm seeing a very pregnant woman. I feel that you're going to have a baby. I don't know when. I will ask. But I feel that you're going to have a baby, but you have to get over feeling like things are too hard. Okay? You're not too hard. You're not. Alright, anything else? Don't let people send mixed signals. When someone sends you mixed signals, that's automatically needing to be a red flag that is not the right person for you. Because they are conflicting. They're sending you conflicting signals. If they can't send you solid proof that they're into you, move on. You've been maybe seeking too much of a perfectionist type feel. I'm going to go one more time. Feeling like you can fix someone. And it looks like you've been cheated on and you have a fear of that also. Maybe not so much anymore, but feeling like you can fix somebody so they won't cheat on you. Don't let that become an issue. If it's been an issue, it doesn't need to be one anymore, okay? And you might struggle with anxiety, Mesa, is what I'm seeing here. Okay, those are the things I see. Feeling like love is too hard. People sending mixed signals. You let others know you're interested. Flirt and be approachable. Don't send them mixed signals either. If you're sending mixed signals, no. Let others know you're interested. Flirt and be approachable. Okay, be open to having this relationship. Letting people know you're interested. If you sending mixed signals, you got to stop that. You can't fix someone. They have to want to change, accept them, or let them go. And a fear of cheating. Not everyone cheats. You need to open your heart and trust your partner. And you might have anxiety about these things, okay? Just some things to think about if you want to have a healthy relationship in this year. I'm going to ask if you're going to find somebody this year. I'm just going to flat out ask your angels. Angels, is Mesa going to have a relationship this year? No. Whoa, did you just see what happened? It was saying no, and it jumped out of my hand and flipped over. So that would be a yes. You don't think so, though, and you were trying hard to not have a romance. Yes, I see that you are. Look, but you don't think so. And you're also going to have money, abundance, which is more than just money, but because you don't have a job, I want you to know you're going to have some money this year. I see a child in your future also. I'm going to pull a card on that. Can you show me when this child might be born? May I see, please, when Mason might have his baby? Oh, wait. Something, wait. Something ain't right here. We got cards turned over before. On a hot day? Not on a stormy day. Look, everything's all mixed up. I don't know. Look, there we go again. On a Wednesday in September, within 18 months. That could be your answer right there. Keep that in mind. Wednesday, September, within 18 months. And something could be significant about January. That could be when You have the baby. On a hot day, not within 18 months. When is this baby coming? I see a baby in this woman's future. When will she have this baby? May I see, please? Show us specifically. When will Mesa have a baby? Within 3 years, not within 18 months. Spirit is amazing. Show us when Mesa's having this baby. On a cloudy day, not within 18 months. So that, I don't know, that could have been somebody else that's watching. When is Mesa having the baby that I see? I see a baby boy. Not at noon and not at sunrise. It's going to be in the month of January. That was already showing up. This baby, you're going to have a baby boy in January. I don't know when. Can you get more specific? Can you, I don't know. Can you tell us about, when? I'm really going out on a limb here. Holy shit. Okay. January again. I don't know what January means, but Mesa, January is significant. Spirit says within 6 months there will be a baby, and there's something significant about June. Yeah, I know you can't have a baby without a man or, a relationship. But I see there's romance here. That's this year. You're going to have abundance in the perfect timing, and it's up to you. There's something you need to be doing in order to make this happen. And I think that I gave you some ideas. I don't tell people when they're going to have babies. This is like Spirit took over right then. I don't know. I'm going to be looking for you to come back and say, hey, you were right. I got hooked up with this person and had a baby. That just never happens in my readings. I mean, that I still feel like I'm being overwhelmed. Okay, talk to me about when this person is coming with the child. Show me, please. Can you show me what's going to happen that brings this person into her life? Spirit said, it's going to happen like a tower, Mesa. This is going to be a tower. Right now you might feel very drained and defeated, but there's going to be a moment of tower where this just happens. Can you show me Mesa's tower? Okay. It looks like where you've been very disappointed and been grounded in reality, you're just going to have this idea. And where will the idea lead? To you being in the hanged man mode. That could definitely be a pregnancy, couldn't it? Pregnancy feels like hanged man mode, doesn't it? Damn it, boy. Where's the husband? Where's the husband? The marriage. Temperance. He could be a Sagittarius. You've definitely lost your patience waiting. Tired of waiting. Where is he? Oh, that flew out. Okay, right now he's walking away from something that no longer serves him. I feel that he is a Sagittarius. And you're going to know this person by their generosity. This person is going to be wealthy and be generous. You may not have to work, Mesa, when you meet this person. They could also be a Pisces, but they have a Sagittarius. There could be two Sagittarians here. Something ended painfully for this person. They're going through the end of something right now. And you're going to meet them. How are they going to meet? It could be somebody you used to work with. Clarify the Eight of Pentacles. This is what's being transformed. Working, not working. You can meet this person on the new job that you get. Yeah, you're getting ready to get a job also. This is very quickly, rapidly coming towards you. And it's going to come out of nowhere. The Tower is something that comes out of the blue. You could live in a big city and somehow New York could be significant. Show me when the job is coming. When will the new job come? In the afternoon, on a rainy day. Can you be more specific? Within 5 years, Spirit says. So all of this is going to happen within 5 years, Mesa. And also on a Monday. In the afternoon on a Monday within 5 years. Do it in reverse. There's something you need to do to get this going. Fill out applications, perhaps. Fix a resume. Whatever you have to do to look for work. Show me what's going on with the finances, Spirit, the abundance. A helper. And you could have waited tables and had some setbacks and couldn't do it anymore. Show me how you're working in this money. Somebody could leave you a legacy. This could also be this generosity I see over here. No more setbacks. Something happened to you with work that is being transformed. Show me what's going on with career. There's a counselor here, Mesa. Spirit is indicating counselor. Use your intuition about what that means. Do you want to be a counselor? This might be what the answer is to what should I do. You may have been drawn to this channel because of that. I am a counselor. Mental health professional. Why is counselor here? Because of being a promoter and your home being in reverse. You might need to see a counselor about helping you get something done with your home or to get a home. You've had a lot of setbacks, baby. Oh my God. Outcome in this year for money and finances. There's something legal and the social media is in reverse. There's something going on with social media and something legal. And a business in reverse. It almost looks like you maybe got in some legal trouble. Or you're having some kind of legal problems. This could be... it's not looking good. The only thing that's positive here is being a counselor. And this somehow promoting your home. Something illegal with social media and your business. Anything else that she needs to know, Spirit? Okay, there's the legacy. Being a helper is going to lead you to a legacy. And this is the setbacks. So somebody was helping somebody with their legacy and now they're having setbacks is what it looks like it's saying. Is this going to change, Spirit? Spirit says you're going to have new gifts activated. And how does that factor in practically? You're going to plan on no longer doing odd jobs. I feel, and look, that's going to lead you to stability. There's something you need to do differently here. You might need to talk to a counselor about everything that you've had going on. You've had a lot going on. I am so sorry you're going through that. There's a need to totally transform your work life. We see that here. I feel that you're going to meet this person at work. And it's going to be in a helping profession. There's something you've been doing online, I think, that you need to stop doing. It's causing you to have setbacks. I'm going to let you use your intuition about that. When we get in serious situations in life, sometimes we do what we have to do. You're a fashion designer. You want to be an influencer. Let me see. Is that the right way to go, Spirit, for Mesa? Fashion design and influencing? If you're assertive, you need... Yes, success. Absolutely. You know what I was saying about that other stuff. Spirit says you need to get assertive. If you really want to be a fashion designer, get assertive and you'll have success. And come back and let me know when you meet this man and have this baby. Because that's going to happen out of the blue. I don't usually predict those types of things. It surprises me that I did. Alright, so you're next, Cheryl? I'm sorry I'm being excessively long, but I'm not in control of myself at all. I'm out of control right now. You want to know about Tristan, right? What is it you want me to ask, sweetie? Specifically about him? We're reconnecting. Can you see me now? My computer went out for a second. Mercury's about to go retrograde. What exactly do you want me to ask about him? You're welcome, baby. Come back and see me again soon. I'll answer anything you need me to. My computer went out for a second, but it's back, I think. I just am asking if there's something specific you want me to ask. What is going on with Tristan? Okay. Let me see. What is going on with Tristan? Where is he at right now? His tribe and no conclusion. Where is Tristan at right now? Reinventing himself and not in his tribe. Tell me where Tristan is right now. Oh, they're getting resistant to shuffle. One more time. Where is Tristan? Oh, he's playing the victim, but he's reinventing himself. So maybe he's been apt to play the victim and he's going to stop doing that. Where is Tristan right now, Spirit? Tristan's lost the patience here. Why? Because of deception, somebody seeing the signs and can't be at a crossroads anymore. It's like this person is realizing they've been found out and they can no longer not know what to do. So what are they going to do? It's like they've decided. Okay, that's a lot of cards. It's like there's a soulmate that it's not really time. They're stuck. They're not nostalgic. They know they're stuck and they're unhappy. And there's just something that's just out of balance here. I think, I hate to say it, but I think this original reading is a lot about your situation with him. He is in a relationship where he feels stuck, unhappy. The memories are not good, and there's just no balance. It's a very unbalanced relationship. And he or you, somebody's seeing the signs of deception. This could be him with this relationship. Somebody is also wearing a mask. I don't know, that could be you. I didn't ask about you. I asked about him. So he could be... Let me see. It looks like he is in a very unhappy karmic situation. Show me where... is Tristan in a karmic situation? Be assertive and ask for help from others. I'm just going to shuffle one time. Is he in a karmic situation, Spirit? Take action within the next few months. And will he come out of this in the next... Let go in reverse. But yes, Right now, he's having a hard time letting go, but he will be taking action and getting out of this. So, yes, I think that reading was about him and whatever relationship he's in with whoever he's in the relationship with. And it could have been about mirroring a lot also. So it looks like right now he is in a current relationship and a very stuck and unhappy situation. Okay. I'll ask how he feels about you. Show me how he feels about Cheryl. Wait a minute, card stuck in the box. Oh, look what's stuck in the box. Divine Masculine Return was stuck in the box. Remember, I just told you that reading was about y'all. And longing on the bottom of the deck. Alright, show me how he feels about Cheryl. May I see, please? Obsessed. Divine Masculine. How does he feel about Cheryl? It was in reverse. I don't think he realizes. I think he is still not really knowing this. He feels like it's deep and he's hoping, but he's obsessed. He's trying not to be obsessed, but I know how that feels. There's boundaries when it comes to this obsession. So show me how he feels. He might feel like you're setting boundaries. Show me how he feels about Cheryl. How does he feel about Cheryl? Oh my God, Cheryl. Twin flame one day, someday, another time. That's how he feels about you. So he does know he's your twin flame. He might be watching. And he feels like there's a lot of chemistry between the two of you also. That's how he feels. That said it pretty clearly. Yes, Mesa baby. This live will be posted and will be saved and you can go back and watch the whole thing, okay? I finally got Cosmo's nails trimmed, so he's no longer tearing my arms up, but they're taking their time at healing. I look like I got eczema or something, but it's just where he scratched me up so bad, and I got paper thin skin now. 52 or 53 years old, I'm not sure. Okay, you set boundaries. You're welcome, Mesa. Well, as you see, he's feeling like this is going to be a thing someday. Twin flame thing. Right now he's stuck in a bad relationship that he's very unhappy in. And I feel like a lot of us on this channel might be stuck in bad relationships we don't want to be in. Mine is no longer with me. But for a long time, I did have a very tumultuous relationship with my husband because of his alcoholism. And it was indicating that someone else is having that same problem. So I'm not surprised. Cheryl, let me tell you something. I stopped, since you've been gone, I stopped doing twin flame readings. I think you may have been here when I stopped doing them. Because I was like, they're just regurgitating the same bullshit energy over and over again. And I got sick of seeing it on my table. So I just said, no more. Spirit, like, I can't do this anymore. And I haven't really been getting a lot of twin flame readings. But when they come out, I'm not going to, you know, I have decks of cards that have a twin flame card in there. And if they come out, they just come out. Because if they come out, they were meant to. There's a whole bunch of other cards that could come out. What are the spiritual gifts operating in this reading for the Capricorn full moon? I'm having trouble talking. Spirit's opening a doorway. So somehow there's a door being opened. Number 11. And look, your spirit guides are on top of this and helping open this doorway. So just be looking for the way out. I mean, spirit can't make it any clearer. It's like, I'm making a way out for you. If you want out of this bad situation, all you got to do is just walk out the door. I'm going to make it so plain to you where it's at. I keep seeing doors in this reading. I see spirit guides. Anything else? I haven't seen Rhonda in a while. I'm hoping she's okay. I miss her. Infinity came out. That's a very good card. Use your intuition about infinity, Spirit says. Number 18 and number 31. An eagle. This is about seeing things from Spirit's perspective, getting above the situation, getting still, watching those roses bloom. You know, we read in the reading on the weekend, this is not the month for forging ahead forcefully. It's a month for refining ourselves, for seeing where we need to grow the fuck up, where we might be childish or we might be avoiding things. And it's a month of really healing, doing a lot of healing. Chiron retrograde is a healing time. We have the Mercury retrograde, which is going to bring back things that we never healed from the past. This month is going to be so transformative, but so full of bullshit. If you can just buckle down and white knuckle through the healing, you have to do the healing though, because at the end of the month, if you haven't, it's going to slap you right back down. Because Chiron is hard. If you don't know what your Chiron is, look it up. It'll tell you exactly what you need to heal from. And it's different for all of us. But look up your Chiron, see what your healing is that you need to do. I probably just told you a lot of it in this reading. And I'm happy to, at any time, if anybody wants me to tell them what shadow work they need to do, I'm happy to tell you. If Spirit tells me to, I will anyway, and you know that. Okay, let's pull a trinket. Why not? Trinket, please, Spirit, for this reading. Oh my God. I got a freaking engagement ring. What is that about? Piece of black tourmaline, and we saw that that's the stone for this month. Somehow there's a chopper or a motorcycle riding skeleton. Consider your impressions and follow them once in a while. And to me, that means what impresses you. If something impresses you, follow it. Let it lead you wherever it's leading you. I have a Mustang or horse. This is a skull. It could be a tattoo. You could have a tattoo similar to that or something. You could have tattoos. It could just be that. North, south, east, and west. I feel that we have someone here who is a witch. Truly, paganism. Here is a skull that came off of a music note, which indicates to me that someone here is very heavily into heavy metal. I feel that someone plays guitar. You may have stopped playing guitar and you need to start back, or you recently did. And then I have a cross, but it's not like a normal cross. It has wings and stuff. Alrighty. I think that's it. I'm just going to stop there. I got to go to bed. I love you guys, and I'll see you this weekend. Friday night, probably Saturday and Sunday. Okay? Thank you so much for your help. Hey, Arushi! How you doing, baby? Good morning. Good to see you. Thank you for coming and saying hello to us. Go back and watch the replay. It was very interesting full moon reading. Very interesting. A lot of us are in relationships with people we're not attracted to anymore. and it's time to move on, but we don't know how to tell them. But we're going to get the courage to finally spit it out. Okay, I'm gone. I'm going to bed. Good night. Love you guys. Mwah. See you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you. I love you. You did a great job.